Hello again, everyone. This is Joe Cisco. I've made this short screencast to give you a bit of an overview of the assessment, evaluation, reporting procedures for teachers in Ontario schools. So what you're looking at here is a document called Growing Success. You'll see it was created in 2010. It's currently under many revisions, actually, but it's a very timely document. It's a very well done document, and it's located in all the schools what you will be participating in. And most teachers are very well versed in the guidelines of growing success. And basically, it's a roadmap of how we're supposed to assess in schools. I'm going to show you a couple of pages. I strongly encourage you to look carefully through the document. I know I've read the document front to back many times, and it deals with everything from assessment, evaluation, actually reporting, and it also digs down deeper into dealing with marginalized students, some of our English language learners, how to deal with students on individual education plans, and so on. So it's a very comprehensive document. It's an awesome document, and please take some time to sift through this one if you can. So quickly, I'm going to show you a couple important pages that you need to really wrap your head around. So there's a section that they talk about assessment for learning and assessment as learning. Again, very, very good reading here. But there's one paragraph I'd like to really focus on for your immediate future as future educators. So you'll notice there where I've highlighted, it says teachers will obtain assessment information through a variety of means, which may include formal and informal observations, discussions, learning conversations, etc., etc. Please notice that they list actually the tests as the last one. If you are coming from a high school in Ontario and a recent experience, I would suggest to you that mostly your assessment evaluation was based on tests and quizzes. As teachers, as Ontario's Growing Success outlines for us, we really encourage you to collect evidence of student learning from a variety of sources, as you can see here. Quite often you'll hear the expression conversations, observations, and products. So sometimes it's shortened to COPS, conversations, observations, and products. And that really sort of gives you a breakdown of those, maybe 3 words to describe all the things that are here. So an essay or a test is generally a product that a student will produce, and that is something that we generally will do a lot of marking of or assessing of in schools. Unfortunately, that cannot be the only one. And as you can see there, it's very important that Growing Success outlines a lot of these. And it's interesting again that essays and tests are listed at the end of the list and not at the start of the list. So please take that into consideration moving forward with your assessment practices, and that's a very big piece. A last piece that I'd like to look at here is something called learning skills and work habits. And I would like to make a bit of a comment about um, the way teachers recognize the importance of these learning skills. So the learning skills that Growing Success suggests that we assess and talk about with students is responsibility, organization, independent work, collaboration, initiative, and self-regulation. And I'll tell you honestly, quite often these are not assessed in the way that Growing Success would like educators to do this. Often these are an afterthought for educators, and I know myself, I'm going to out myself here. I will tell you honestly, when I assessed these, what I did was I often would say if a student had over 80, I would simply say that they were excellent in all of these categories, which may or may not be true. Some students were very good at game of school and were very good at getting A's without doing all the work that was required. Some students, on the other hand, were very responsible and very organized and did a lot of independent work, but could not achieve in those high levels. And often what I would do is if a student was under 50, I would literally say, oh, they need improvement in all their learning skills. Again, that's probably not a fair reflection of that student's ability in their learning skills. What I then did was really irresponsible. Often what I would do is if a student was somewhere in the 60s or 70s, I would give most of them satisfactory, and I would never change self-regulation because I didn't really have a good handle on what self-regulation was. Um, I will have a secondary video talking about how we can assess these learning skills in a great way. Again, please understand that the focus of this course is not to teach you primarily about assessment, but how technology can assist in that learning. Sorry, in the assessment process. So we do have something we can talk about later. Is actually going to be the assignment for this particular week of the course. I'm going to have you create a technology. I'm going to have you create something with technology that's going